beautiful. I needed to just pop in here really quick to let you know about a special space that is available just for you. I have opened up my one-on-one coaching spots, and one of those spots I think just might have your name on it. If you're anything like my clients, you've had a deep knowing that there is more for you, but you're unsure of how to tap into it. Maybe you want to make yourself a priority, but guilt overcomes you. Some of you, you've created a pretty good life for yourself, but you're not sure that you actually deserve it all. That's that imposter syndrome. Maybe you're ready to up-level your life even more, and you're tired of investing in programs that don't seem to work. You know that fear is holding you back and cannot seem to get past it. You're also ready to meet your highest self. This is where working on one-on-one with me in this coaching space provides a clear, precise container where you get hands-on action, hands-on in discovering what is actually truly holding you back, uncovering that through my 4-step transformation process. We're going to get clear on your vision and align your purpose in business, life, relationships. We'll nurture and heal your relationship with yourself. We're going to help you rediscover and step into your highest self. Like I said, we'll uncover and remove what is holding you back, and we're going to build this new foundation of both clarity and confidence in all areas of your life. This and so much more is available to you in the one-on-one coaching container. If you're feeling called, if you're feeling pulled to find out what does this actually look like for you, go to the link in my show notes to book a discovery call with me, or just shoot me an email over at katrina@katrinalelly.co. And I'd be happy to jump on a one-on-one call to make sure we're both a good fit for one another. What's up, my soul sister? Welcome to the Happy, Purposeful, and Free podcast, where we are all about going after our dreams, living aligned with our soul's purpose, and playing all out. I'm your guide, Katrina Lelly, life and biz mentor, entrepreneur, mama of 4, wife, and big kid at heart. This is where you will get the realest of the real from me and our special guests about living a life with passion, alignment, and what's true for you. We don't do the small talk around here. We are all about being who we are, sharing the tools, tips, all the behind the scenes, and inspiring stories that empower you to boldly pursue your life. I will share all the goods on life, business, and relationships so that you can start living your happy, purposeful, and free. Let's do this thing together. Hello, my beautiful sister. How are you? Welcome back. I'm so excited that you get to show up every single week for yourself. Showing up for these podcast episodes, showing up by putting yourself out there, showing up by being a mom every day, showing up, getting dressed, doing whatever it is that you need to do every single day or feel that you're required to do every single day, but you keep showing up. And I know that sometimes you wonder, is it worth it? Is it all really worth it? Is it worth my energy? Is it worth my tears? Is it worth my pain? Is it worth my joy and excitement? Is it worth my energy? Is it worth all of those things and more? We all have days or moments or little slivers of time where we feel defeated, where we can get to those points where we feel completely just in despair. We don't want to go on anymore. We don't want to do this anymore. And is all of this work that I'm actually doing worth it? Is it actually working? I still get here sometimes. I still go here sometimes. In fact, I was there last week. I was drained from a week away with the family. I was drained from having issues on our road trip. I was drained because I did not put myself first. I started to lay the habits and the things that were working on the back burner. My daily morning routine, checking in with myself all throughout the day. And heaviness set in, overwhelm set in, anxiety set in, frustration set in. And it eventually builds up, and it doesn't take very long before you wonder, like, why am I even doing this? Why am I even showing up? I don't even know if it's working. I don't even know if it's working. Because we can get to that spot of, like, we're not sure if it's working if it doesn't look like we want it to look. Like we think it's supposed to look. Because we have these expectations on ourselves, on others. How fast things are supposed to work and how they're supposed to look. And we get so caught up in life in where, I don't know about you, but for me, like, okay, one day I decide, okay, you know what? I'm going to give myself some grace. I don't have to get up and do my yoga and do my breath work today. I don't need to sit and just be today. It's okay. It's just this one day because I've got some other important things going on. And then we do it again the next day. It's okay. I'm listening to what myself needs right now. I'm tuning into what I need right now. And then before we know it, it's the next day and the next day and the next day. And we start to feel off. We start to feel crunchy. We start to feel bitchy. We start to just want to run away and hide from all of the things. If you hear mom one more time or, hey, honey, like you're just going to rip somebody's eyes out, right? I get it. I've been there and I still go there because nobody's perfect. We're human. These things happen. What's important is what we decide to do after that thought. We pause. Instead of going to rip the eyes out. Instead of saying the things that we want to say out loud. Or even if we did say them out loud, we go to make amends right away. But you wonder, is this worth it? Is this worth it? With someone who's experienced, debilitating anxiety, panic, depression, spiritual suffering, spiritual disconnect, that's what it really comes down to, is that spiritual disconnect. Because when we're in that space, it's easier to jump online, start scrolling, look at Super Sally and Rad Brad and the amazing results they're having in their life, the awesome girls trip they're on. Even though we just came back from a girls trip, we forget to recognize all of the awesome things that just happened. And sometimes our soul just needs a little bit of rest and decompressing. Rest and decompressing. When you're in that space of frustration and overwhelm, and you feel the rage building up inside of you, that's energy. That's energy within our bodies that needs to be moved out. And sometimes we don't do what we need to do to move that energy out. Instead, we go to that space of, okay, I'm giving up. That's it. I'm done. Here's exactly what happened to me the other week. I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. I want to just give up. I might as well go get a 9-to-5 job. There's no way this is possibly working. Nobody else really understands. They're not in my shoes. Here comes that victim. Here comes that victim that can be deeply ingrained in some of us. We start these thoughts and this roller coaster starts, this train starts to happen in our head and it gets some momentum. And for me, it looks like wanting to scream and hit something, not somebody, but hit something, to run away, to hide, to just throw my hands up in the air and make big, huge life decisions like quitting this business, quitting everything I've been working on. And I'm sure that you can relate. I know that you can. Because you get in that place of just, right? You know that sound. And it's a moment in time and we forget that when we're there. It's a moment in time that these things are coming up for us because our body needs movement. It needs us to get the energy out. There's stuck energy inside of you. And so no matter all the positive thinking that you do, like, okay, no. I am an amazing, beautiful, abundant woman. I have great success. I'm an amazing mom. I love myself. I'm so worthy of all this and more. That doesn't always fix it. That doesn't always stop it. And so what we need is some movement. That movement might look grabbing a pillow and punching the crap out of it with your fist. That movement might look like turning on some music and dancing to whatever movement feels good. That movement might look like a walk or yoga or a run or kickboxing or just shaking our bodies, like literally just moving and shaking our bodies. What does that movement look like? Because it's just that stuck energy. It's just that stuck energy. And so when we move that energy out, maybe it's a massage. Maybe we need a massage. Like my husband came and he helped move some energy through my body with him. Like he knew he does this thing and I don't know. I think he should be like a Reiki healer or something. But he moved that energy from my body and I felt so much better. And what I needed to do also was breathe. This is why I love breath work so much. And I haven't talked about it a lot. But it's one of the tools that I've used in my healing journey. It's breath work and tapping. If you've never heard of them, just go Google what is tapping, EFT tapping, what is breath work. There's a lot of amazing resources and tools out there. But what does that look like for you to get this stuck energy out of it? Because even though at the moment you feel like you're ready to give up, and you're wondering if this is all worth it, it is. It is worth it. Now, maybe there's a shift that needs to happen. If this is something that's been happening over a prolonged period of time, maybe there's a shift that needs to happen somewhere in your life. But in this space, when you're feeling all of these things, that's not when it's time to make the decision. Because the decision you're going to make out of that energy is going to be a lot different than the energy when you're more spiritually connected, when you're more grounded, when you come back to remembering like your truth, that you are worth it, you're deserving. And if you need to make a pivot, great. But more than likely, these moments are coming up because we've forgotten to take care of yourself, to feed yourself with what you know and what you really know that you need to be doing. The things that are actually filling your cup. Not the little how-to things or the little like surface level things. But I get it. And I don't think we talk about this space enough, especially if you're an entrepreneur, you're in the online world, or even a mom. You know, being a mom is hard. It's hard work. I wanted to give up being a mom several times. Sometimes I question like, really? Really? Why am I a mom? Or why am I an entrepreneur? Why was this vision placed in my heart if it was going to be so hard? And we're the ones that go to work to make it hard. We're the ones that truly go to work to make it hard. And it's easy to do. We're influenced by a lot of people out there who are hustling and grinding, and even the mom side, like the Pinterest moms, like doing all the things and, you know, the highlights going on that we see. That's why I encourage you to get off social media. Take breaks regularly and be intentional with your time. It's easier said than done, but if you start to implement that in small ways, you're going to see small shifts that will add up to big things. But you're worth it. This is worth it. If the vision is in you, it's for you. And I have to remember that myself. I have to tell myself that often. But it's worth it. So I want you to take a deep breath and breathe and move your body. Scream, shout, let the energy out. When you're in those moments, it's not about what you're thinking necessarily. It's more than, it's stronger and it's bigger than what you're thinking. And this is why I believe our bodies are actually they're a lot stronger and more powerful than our minds are. Yeah, I know our minds make everything work, but the energy that they store is way more powerful than what goes on necessarily in the brain. Maybe that's not right, the more that I think about it. But that's what's coming out. So I'm going to trust it, and I'm going to go with it. And I want you to remember, you're worth it. This is all worth it. You're worth it. And in this moment, you are more than okay. So take today, take an hour, whatever it is, to move out of your body what's feeling stuck, what's feeling like it's holding you back into this space. Dance it off, shake it off, walk it off, run it off, beat the pillow off, whatever that looks like for you. Don't give up on your dreams in a moment of time. Don't give up on yourself in a moment of time. I know that time feels daunting. I know it feels huge. But it's just a small period of time. I've got you. Thank you so much for listening. And if you loved this episode and know of someone else who has a powerful story and are doing big things, please pass them on to me. It would mean the world to me if you helped me get this message out to as many listeners as I can. So please, if you liked what you heard, it goes a long way to take 60 seconds, leave me a 5-star review, and share this episode with a girlfriend. Don't forget to tag me on social media, and if that's not your thing, shoot me a DM because I would like to personally thank you for doing so. We are not meant to do this life alone, and I'm so grateful to be on this journey with you. Until next time.